Yeah, good morning, good evening, depending where you are getting us from and you are watching us from. Yeah, I hope you are doing great and you are doing fine with your family. And for those that who doesn't have family, yeah, I hope you are doing great. I take this opportunity once again to welcome you to our platform so that we can move together in our content that we are making that is going to enlighten ourselves, to motivate, to encourage, at the same time to entertain. So I take this opportunity in this particular time to just say you are highly welcome as we do this together. Yeah, most of the time when we do our content, sometimes we look over some aspects when we are doing it. First, I'm in a joint whereby I'm taking my COVID this morning because it is early morning, so that I can catch up with my cold, so to warm my body because the day is really cheery, it is very cold. Yeah, at least to see whether my body it is obtaining the temperature that is required. At the same time, to nourish the nerves of the body and the cells with the energy. Yeah, sometimes we just wonder how do we manage to multitask. Our today topic it is how we can multitask of doing our work. Sometimes you find somebody is being employed in a job, in an office, or in his private enterprise. At the same time, he's really complaining over how he can manage to get enough investment of the funds that he's getting. That is something that we need to look at, how we can manage our time. Our time is really important, and we need to see how we can do it without subjecting ourselves into time mismanagement. First of all, let us just look at, for example, right now I'm saying it is an early morning. Yeah, I have waked up, I want to rush to do one or two things before I proceed to another activity. That is the time management. How do you plan yourself? That is what we need to look at this particular morning to see how we can help ourselves so that we can manage of what we are having in terms of our resource. Time is money. That is how we say. Time is an opportunity, and the time is a lifetime thing that which you can handle it with care. It can be of a good profit to you, and that is what I want to just look at this particular morning as I'm sharing with you. For instance, as I was speaking, or I was saying that somebody who is being employed someplace, somewhere, in an office, for example, is earning his own salary for his own investment for almost 8 hours in the office, or 6 hours, or 12 hours, depending the kind of work that he or she is doing. But let us look at how we can manage that time well. Sometimes we need good timing also for our bodies to rest, to refresh our body, our mind through sleeping and doing what it is needed little for our family. That is how you plan. Now you should go and have what we call a notebook, or a journal book that can prescribing you for how you can make your itinerary of the day, so that you can plan yourself well what you want to do at this particular time, what you can do after you have done that, consistently, so that you can manage your timing without mismanaging even a couple of minutes. For example, as I'm speaking myself, now I'm going to work for almost 8 hours. From 8 hours, I have a break for almost 4 to 5 hours to sleep. From there, I wake up, I take my breakfast, I do some exercise, because exercise are recommended. After the exercise, then I plan to the next what I do. And this is now to make my content and shoot to the required audience. That is how I manage my timing. There are those that are having also their own timing, that they can do it in a different way maybe. Or they have more time than the time they are working. You can also see how you can manage, because it is really important for them to work closer as their time and their shift. For example, you are working for 6 hours a day. From there, you go to your family, you prepare the meal, the food stuff, you eat together. From there, you have a lot of time to go through the WhatsApp, to go through the Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. Then you just sleep. Now I wanted to encourage you, the moment you are having that time to check the YouTube, the Facebook, the TikToking, it is another time you can be at a point to schedule yourself to have your own content. You come up with your own content and you put it on your script, then you record it to share with your people, so that it can keep you busy. At the same time, it can catch the audience. At the same time, it improves your subscriptions for earning. And that is what we want to just look at, and we'll see how we can manage, we move forward together as a team. Because we don't want to waste any couple of minutes without gaining, because the economy and the kind of environment we are living in our countries or in our continent, wherever you come from, it has become more competitive. It has become more competitive, and it needs a lot of more monetary investment, so that you can manage your goals, and your activities. So that makes you and myself to plan ourselves well. Our saving is very important, that can take our family, can take our mortgage, can take our rental, can take about traveling, the food, hospital bill, and all. It is a big plan layout that you need to stipulate in your channel that can help you to plan yourself well. Today, the keynote was that how you plan yourself well with the rate you are having. So the second scenario I want to say is somebody that was having his own business. When you are self-employed, you are a person who determines yourself, because you don't have a boss. You are the boss who is managing himself or herself according to his premise or his enterprise that you are doing. So I take this opportunity to also advise or motivate or encourage you that in your business you have good timing, I hope so, that can help you to create a time apart from what you are doing, you are specialized in your industry. That more time you are having to go and have a fun with the friends. Yes, it is good to have a fun with friends in the joint, you know. That is the time you can come up with a script, you know, where you are